Alright, welcome back to another league race. This time we're back with FTRL GT1 here at Dragon Trail Seaside Reverse. And this is a sprint format this week, so first of all, no 10 minutes of qualifying. The difference compared to an endurance event is that there are two races, both around half an hour each. The first race will be set by qualifying, as you see here. The second race, I'll get to it first. So second grid then will be done by a random wheel. So it'll be a reverse wheel. So for example, if number 5 is rolled, then the top 5 are reversed and they're on mediums. Everyone below then the number rolled on the wheel is on soft compound tires, and has an offset there. So this is the flying lap of Dragon Trail Seaside Reverse. An interesting one, this, I have to say. The death chicane a little bit easier, but this is by no means an easy track. I tell you, this on the wheel, this gives you a good workout. So it does. You do have to be very committed through there. Oh, holy shit, that was close. Like, you have to commit. If you want to get the best time, you have to commit. I think my best time was a mid 37. I think, from what I can gather, I think Witchell had done a 36, but I'm not too sure. So we need an improvement here, regardless, to end here. And this part of the track, again, just use a bit on entry, sweep in, try and get back on the path as soon as you can, and then as soon as that kind of it unwinds, off the throttle to swing it in, try and bring over more to the right hand side. I was able to commit fully on, and have to lift on the exit there on the on that side of the grass. Can be a dangerous place to be. This corner I found difficult. This last section was a little bit difficult, I found. I feel like I was always losing a bit of time through this section. And then through here, of course, it's flat. And then heading downhill, then it's a difficult braking zone. I can't think of it like a mini corkscrew, so to speak. But anyway, it's just before the 100, I think. Just down, the car roll through, hook it in for the right, get on the power as soon as you can. Again, it's not a bad lap, this. I wasn't too displeased with it. Not too bad. And it's going to be good enough for I believe a 30... I think it's a 37. At least I bloody well hope it is. Yeah, just... It was just a 37.9. Anyways, I couldn't improve again. So that was our best time. We ended up falling to 10th. As just the other difference with the sprint format compared to the endurance, no fuel wear, no mandatory stops, is 1 times tyre wear. So that's it. It's just the tyre wear is different, no mandatory stops, and the second race is a reverse from a random wheel. You'll see how that works later on. So anyways, that was qualifying. Yeah, 36.9 from Witchell. I think he had gone quicker than that as well. So yeah, an interesting one to say the least. I don't know why I left this on for so long, but we're behind a little bit. Again, the BMW is dominating in the qualifying compared to the Nissan. So yeah, there we go then. Another great start. I couldn't even get to use my fuel mix start this time, so because there's no fuel, and it's on 0. So I had a quick look. I was like, oh yeah. So we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Anyway, Dragon Trail Seaside reverse should be fun. Right, 5 red lights. And away we go. It is not an awful start, and I can't ask for much more than that, to be fair. Good try to commit to the outside here and see how we get on. Behind Will here. Swoop round. Oh, would have been a decent run, but Sean gets a good run on the inside there, and Chubbs gets a difficult one. So I'm going to try and sneak up the inside. But that's not going to work out too well. So we've lost a position then from the start, just being just unlucky, I think, with being in the wrong place there. But anyways, we shall make our way through the death chicane for the first time. Everyone gets through nicely. So P11, we've got some work to do. Sprints were never really my format. Last season, I never really got on with them. Trying to sneak down the inside of Chubbs, and we actually managed to get that done. Though a little wiggle on the exit's going to give him a good chance to make the run again, and there's and then it gives Lee a chance using a slipstream of Chubbs to sneak through as well. So that was a tough one. Not much I could really do about that. Just, yeah, Lee got the slipstream, and he and Chubbs go side by side. Difficult place to go side by side here with dirty air for the first time. This is kind of an experience for us all. So yeah, I had to slide in behind Lee. So now we're down to 12th. So yeah, that was tough. Yeah, but these sprint formats never really went my way. 1 or 2 of them perhaps, like Austria last season and one of the Monza races, but other than that, like, this format doesn't lend itself well to me normally. I usually prefer the management style of things. But anyways, 19 laps. Look, I thought my pace here was okay. Like, look, all you can really do is be comfortable with the lines you're taking and go from there. I felt okay with that. I felt I could keep a car in a straight line. Unfortunately for Lee, he doesn't manage to do that there. Actually, didn't mean to time that, but so he loses it there. And we gain a position then into P11. So Yeah, this race, look, as long as you don't twat it into the death chicane, you're doing okay. And this is what happens then on lap number 3 behind Chubbs and Sean. Sean pings it on exit. Another lag there looks a bit off there, but anyway, he hit the wall and we gave him another position, and then we're behind Chubbs. So that's a position gained at least. Lap number 5, heading on to lap number 6. Will then has an off at the second to last corner, I guess. Yeah, on the exit then of the downhill chicane. So yeah, that's another position gained for us. And the pace is good. Like, you know, Witchell's kind of pissed off up the road, but compared to the rest of the pack, we're pretty damn close here. Biggles gets up on the curb and he has an off as well. So slowly but surely, we're just keeping it in a straight line, and other people are having offs, and the pace has been good, but yeah, just keeping it straight, and we're making up ground through the field. And Chubbs gets too much on that outside curb there, and another victim. It hasn't even been the death chicane so much; it's just been that last chicane has taken out a number of drivers. So yeah, we're up to P7 now. That's nice. Like now that I'm in P7, I'm officially happy with this result, so to speak. Like, you know, this is the threshold for me. Where I was like, yeah, I'm good with this. Aaron's hit the wall up in front. He was battling with Ross. So Aaron's hit the wall, has another off then, and we're going to get past him then. I love the look of that car, by the way. Tango Ice, very, very nice. We get by Aaron into P6 then. So yeah, we're not a million miles away from Ross, about 2 seconds, but not going to be really able to make up that ground. Ross is quite quick here. And then yeah, lap 19, we have Aaron. We pulled away from Aaron. I think Aaron had a few more collisions with the wall. And yeah, it's going to be a very nifty P6 for us in this race, and I'm very pleased about that. So yeah, happy days. And P6 in the sprint again.
Well happy with that.
Yeah, look, 30 seconds behind Witchell in a half-an-hour race is a difficult one. I'm not going to lie, and it doesn't bode well for all of us, does it? But anyway, so the second race, the number 6 was drawn for the reverse. That means I am on pole position, but on mediums. And for everyone from Aaron downwards is on softs. So that's how this works. So we have track position. If I can hold the lead, I'm pretty confident that because I'm ahead of the pack, there'll be enough collisions with the wall, etc., and with each other that I might be able to hold on to a good result here. But let's get away then. Ross is alongside. I immediately try to cover him off there on the outside. And heading into the braking zone again, mine to dictate inside his mind. We're going to hook it. I think Pagani has it off behind, and there's a Constantina effect, and I think Ross has an off as well. So anyways, the bottom line is, okay, it's not, okay, unfortunately Witchell is already immediately through into second place, so that I'm only going to have a very short period of time at the front here, but that's, you know, that I'm not too upset with how that's gone. That's an optimum start, I would say. And look, Witchell, look, he was always going to go, so again, I just want to lose as little time as possible and for him to get on with it as quickly as possible, because there's the gap behind Pagani, Tom, Callum. Biggles is on softs, Aaron is on softs, Panda is on softs. So these are the guys I need to get on with it and try and create a gap of some sort before they all come toward me. And I hope that they can squabble amongst each other and then that can sort that out. But yeah, a difficult one. Lap 4, see, Pagani's already been in 4:10s. And honestly, by this stage, I thought at some stage he's going to go by. But it's a difficult track to overtake this unless you make a mistake. Do a personal best at 39 on mediums, jeez. But honestly, I was able to withhold the attack from Pagani, and Tom then would have an off, which is unfortunate because I was hoping to help him along in this race. But yeah, we managed to hold our own against Pagani, which was nice. Lap 11, yeah, lap 11. A lot of stuff happens behind. We managed to gain another lead, and so to speak, a margin. But Aaron now has finally broken through, and he's on softs. And once Aaron broke through about a lap and a bit before, he quickly called it back. And I was like, right, I don't want to lose time here either. So, look, there wasn't much I was going to be able to do with him, or against him, so to speak. So, let him go, and I run my race, he runs his. The battles with Lee behind. Lee's on softs, so lap 19, yeah, this is the last lap of the race. So Chubbs overtook Lee, and he had pace. It all boils down to this. Last chicane, Captain Chubbs, last lap once again. I go defensive, he's on the right-hand side. He gets alongside. I try and get on the throttle, I lose the back end. Out on the throttle again, I lose the back end again. There goes Chubbs, there goes Lee, and there goes blue flag.
To be joking me.
Yeah, that was tough. That was a that was a tough one. Oh, I can't fucking believe it. Yeah, I'm not happy about it. The purpose of jumping right to the end of that was I was in control of a podium place there for every single part of that race until that last downhill section. So naturally, I'm absolutely gutted with how that ended because honestly, I drove well enough to get a podium out of that. And here's a replay of it. It all happened very quickly. I just didn't know how to race side by side. The Chubbs didn't hit me, by the way. I just didn't know how to go out side by side or how to deal with another car on the inside there, because you want to turn into that last part of the chicane, and that's it. So, yeah, difficult one there. But look, two P6s in the sprint is not awful. It was really disappointing to lose the podium at the last hurdle there, literally. And again, another position, yeah, for the third fucking week in a row, another position last on the last lap of a race. And this one did cost me a podium this time, unlike Watkins Glen. But anyway, a difficult one. But look, two P6s is strong, and Tom got a good result in race one as well. So good points for the team, which you'll see in a bit. But for now, I'll do the driver standings. Right, here are the standings. Not a bad week, all things considered. We're tied for third and a point away from second where Ross is. So, yeah, pretty good. It's been a good season for myself and Tom so far, despite how that race kind of got away from both of us at the end there. Tom a little bit further or earlier into the race. Witchell has just gone 50 points clear. It's in a clean sweep so far. If anyone can take a race off him, I'll be impressed. He's just driving unbelievably. Here's the category standings. I am 9 points clear of blue flag. That mistake also lost me class category victory as well. So that was, yeah, 2 cars went by as a result with that. So that was tough. But we're still in a good place, even still. The rest are kind of fighting amongst themselves. I've had the superiority, I think, for most of the races this season, and again, it would have been the case here had I not fucked it all up. And here are the team standings, which is the one that matters, of course. Top 3 go through automatically, so we're in a good spot there. We're 3 points ahead of Team Tactics, so a good place to be for us. And I know we've got a lot of potential, because I feel like Tom hasn't, by his own standards, I think has more to come, and so does Homer in GT2. So, and like I've lost 3 positions myself on lap one, or sorry, on the last lap of the last 3 races. So I've squandered points as well, and Royston's doing a good job for us as well. So yeah, I think there is more to come. So we're in third, and we've all made mistakes along the road somewhere. So I think there's definitely that's a source for encouragement that we can actually go further. So happy days. And next up is going to be week number 4, which is going to be what race even? Oh, it's Grand Valley Reverse. Yeah, another reverse. An endurance week this time, another reverse. So yeah, it should be fun. Thanks very much for watching, and until next time.